Hello and welcome back. Today's topic is a juicy one. It's something that I see so much charge and emotional charge for women in, and it's around money and being the breadwinner in the relationship. So my intention here today is to bring a little bit of light and positivity to the topic and contribute to the conversation in a way that might give you a little bit of a miracle in the form of a shift in perspective that might help you, whether you currently are the breadwinner and you're feeling crap about that, or you're preventing yourself from being the breadwinner because you fear of what that might actually mean for you. And that's a very real fear as well. So there are two prongs to this kind of story, and I'm going to help explain both of them and what can happen in both. And then I'm going to talk to you about a distinction that you can use to help you overcome this block. So Denise Duffield-Thomas is a money coach, and she helps women overcome their money blocks especially around making more money. Now, if you're someone who is recognizing a belief in yourself or a fear, like some negative story around becoming the breadwinner, because you're scared that if you become the breadwinner, that's going to mean something different, then this one's for you. Money blocks for women can happen in so many different forms, and specifically around making more money. The ones I hear the most are if I make more money, then I have to start paying off that debt, or I'm going to have to pay more tax, or I'm going to become the breadwinner in my family, and I'm going to be making the most money, and it's more responsibility, and that just has a whole lot of yucky meaning for me. So the fears that I see the most around that kind of experience around what if I become the breadwinner is this kind of mentality around contribution and even distribution of the contribution in the relationship. Like, if I make more money and I'm bringing in the bacon for us, then I'm going to be doing everything, raising the kids, and I'm going to be cooking the dinner and cleaning the house and doing all the things and looking after the whole farm. And I'm going to feel overwhelmed and stressed and resentful, and that can be kind of scary. The other fear can be that it emasculates your partner. The other fear that can be is that if I do this and I become the breadwinner, I might get addicted to the money, and I won't be able to do other things. I'll be chained. I'll have the golden handcuffs on. I'll be chained. I won't be able to live my life or go traveling or something that I love or have a family because I'll be building my career, right? So perhaps you've experienced yourself in a fork in the road where you're being offered a promotion or a new job, and it sounds really exciting and really good, and you're really pumped up and want to do it, or you're starting a business or whatever, but you realize that the further you go down this path, the further it's taking you away from other things in your life that you want to do, like take off with a backpack and travel around India for a little while, or have a family, or move to the country. So these fears can come up around developing your career and committing and going in 100%, because it means that you will be having more responsibility and taking charge, and you might miss out on something. Now, the other hand of this, the other kind of prong, is where I see women who are the breadwinners, and they're resentful, and they're frustrated, and they're tired, and they're angry, because those beliefs, in a way, are playing out in the form of feeling guilty around asking for help, or having a conversation with the one that you love around, getting support and contributing in a different way, just exactly what you need, or feeling guilty about letting go of responsibilities that you don't need to do, like cooking and cleaning, and that you can afford, and wanting to kind of be a super mum or a super woman and be able to take care of everything and look fine on the outside, like everything's fine, I'm fine, but really you want to just cry because you're not fine. So it's, you might be in one of those two places, or this might just be an interesting thing for you to be paying attention to. But the distinction around this and the way to kind of start, I guess, realigning yourself in your body so that you're not afraid to go deep into what it is that you want, and you're not afraid to make more money, and you're not afraid to start being your biggest, boldest, brightest, most beautiful and abundant self, is to start asking yourself this question. Well, here's the distinction. It's called the genius of the and. So many of us believe that if we go further down one path, we're going to not be able to go down another path and experience other great things that we're here to experience in this life. And the reason behind that is not because it's true. The reason behind it is because we believe that we live in an or world, as in I can have this or that. The genius of the and is about asking the important question of how can I have both? How can I have both? How can I have it all? Right? And I know we all want it all and we all want it now, and sometimes it can't all happen at once, but you absolutely can stylize and tailor make your life so that you can experience everything that you choose in this lifetime and you can do it quickly. It might not look like the way that you think it's going to look like, but it will come to you when you're open to the genius of the and. And it might look like going, okay, I'm the breadwinner and I just realized I can be the breadwinner and feel supported by hiring some extra support so that I leverage my time. I can be the breadwinner and feel supported and go traveling and have a family and not worry about whether my partner works or not, because I can choose to believe that the more money I make, the more I can support others and the more I can support myself, and making informed and fierce and really confident decisions about what I do with that money. So it's about reframing and asking yourself, if I go down this path, how can I experience both this and what it is that I want? It might mean asking a different question, or asking the same question in a different way, or being a little bit cheeky and a little bit bold and saying, how can I have this and only do it in 4 days? Or how can I have this and, and a family and whatever, and make the money that I want to make? There are always answers. So your most inner wise self will start to guide you towards those answers. They're going to be different for everyone. It might just say to you, you need to let go of guilt and actually start, taking care of yourself in the way of support and hiring that support. Or it might be a case of going, you know what, you have to actually go for it and make the decision when you get there, and learn how great it is to be someone who's contributing to her life in the fullest way. So I hope this little tidbit has started to get the cogs turning if you've ever feared that situation, if you've put the glass ceiling over yourself and stopped yourself from making more money and really showing up, being, whoever it is that you're destined to be in life. If you have any questions, please post them below. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and if you really, really think that you know someone who would love this, please forward it to them in a little email and say, hey, here's a conversation that I think might be really great for you to start thinking about. Now, I have a dare for you as well. I want you to leave me a comment below and tell me if this resonated with you, and if so, why? Tell me what you think your limit is or what you're struggling with, and let's hash this out in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful that you're here, because you're here to live a life that is bold and vibrant and adventurous and happy, and I'm here to support you to do that. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.